My entire day on Monday was ruined from getting a bad Instacart rating on top of finding out that I had no time slots available to go out and dash this upcoming Saturday. So I was just like, it's 4 p.m. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go do some orders. I'm going to get this rating up. I'm going to hit Top Dasher. So these are the ratings I was working with at 4 p.m. on Monday. I knew I had to get out, do some dashes, and just get it over with, man. So now I'm going to show you guys how much money I made per delivery, how these orders actually weren't too bad, especially because you got to think a lot of these were double stacks. Not every single one, but a lot of them. And then afterwards, I'm going to show you how many miles I actually drove on my car to make this $269 in the 12 hours and 20 minutes I was out dashing. This was actually my last order of the day, the Wegmans for $20. It showed up as a catering order, and I think that they messed up because it was literally 2 subs and 2 soups. So this is the highest base pay I have ever gotten from DoorDash. They gave me a $10 base pay and then a $10 tip. And then I also, as you can see, I got $4.50, $4.50, 6. And you can read how much I got tipped each order there. So this is how much I made from 41 deliveries. As you can tell, I wasn't really sitting around too much just waiting for orders. I was very, very freaking busy. And it was great, man. I kept on getting order after order. I kept on getting double stacks. I was even technically getting triple stacks, but I just didn't have 3 orders in my car at once. Like, I was on a double order, and then they would send me another order to pick up right when I was done with my double order. So up at the top, you can see that I did a $2 order. That kind of sucked, but that was a add-on, and I think I drove an extra mile or so. So it wasn't horrible. It wasn't the best, but it really wasn't that bad. As you can see, these orders are all kind of mediocre. But the thing is, in my area, like a lot of these $5 or $6 orders, or even the $2 orders, I can literally complete these in like 10-15 minutes. That's like with pickup and with driving. So as you guys can see, not every single order was amazing, perfect, great. I did have to accept some orders that had no tips, but it really wasn't that bad. And my main goal wasn't exactly to go out and make money, as dumb as that sounds. My goal was to get Top Dasher, and I got Top Dasher, and I actually made a decent amount of money for only going out and working 12 and a half hours to hit my goal. So this is where I record my miles every single day that I go out and I do DoorDash or Instacart. And so 9/27 and 9/28 were the days I had to go out and accept 41 deliveries in a row. As you can see, I did 56,634 miles to 56,698. That ended up being 64 miles for that day. And then on 9/28, I went out and I did 56,727 to 56,843 on my odometer. And that ended up being 116 miles for that day. And then I did the math right here. That is 180 miles total that I drove to make that $269. So obviously, that's not the best amount of miles for that amount of money. But if you take into account the fact that I accepted 41 deliveries in a row, and that's all I drove, and that's how much money I made, that's actually not too bad. And if I was able to just deny 3 of the orders I did that drove me 9 miles out for $7, I would have been easily able to take off at least like 30, 40 miles from those 3 single deliveries. So that's actually pretty decent in my opinion. So I got a few good orders right in a row right at the end of the shift last night. So that's how my acceptance rate got up to a 71. Plus, I kind of wanted to make sure that I was a little bit above it. Just because I get a little bit sketched out. But yeah, these are my ratings after doing 41 deliveries in a row, accepting everything, completing everything. I got my completion rate way up. I got my acceptance rate way up. My customer rating stayed the same, which I'm not really surprised because it's always around a 4.85 to a 4.91. I've never had it go above that, honestly. My on-time delivery, I don't know what's up with that. It used to be a 98%, so maybe I got to work on that a little bit more. So the main thing I wanted to do was just show you guys that it can be worth accepting every single delivery to get Top Dasher right at the end of the month. So then that way you ensure that you can dash at any time the next month, and you get prioritized the bigger orders. You get prioritized more orders when it's slow because, I mean, we're all out there dashing and it can be slow. It can be slow randomly at 3 o'clock p.m. Me personally, I don't live in an area that has DoorDash. I have to drive 18 miles to get to my dashing area. And that's the same with Instacart too. I mainly got to drive 18 miles to get to my zone. But Instacart does show up sometimes in my town, but it's not enough to actually do this full time. But for me, I go out, I work 8, 10 hour days on average. So I'm out there during the slow hours. I'm out there during the big hours. I'm not going to drive all the way home and drive all the way back to come back to work. Like, it's not worth it. And a lot of times in the slow hours, I'm still able to make like $15 to $25 an hour. So it's worth me just staying there, doing more orders, even if it's slower. That's me it for today's video. If you guys can hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to keep on pumping out content like I have been for weeks now. Have a good one, guys. Peace.